Wonderful, welcome. Thank you very much. That is all true, by the way, that story. But he got his own back on me, man. Like, we are very close friends. I was the best man at his wedding. He is the godfather to my daughter. 3 years went past, and he rang me up and he went, I've got your gig, Jace. And I was like, all right, mint. And he said, the bloke's going to ring you. It's going to be great. I've told him you'd be fantastic. And I was like, fantastic. The guy rang and I went, hi. And he went, hi, it's Nathan. Can I speak to Jason Cook, please? I've won something. I was like, what do you want? He went, hi, I was given your number by Chris Ramsey. He said you're available for a gig for me. I was like, are you constipated? What the hell is going on? I said, yeah, where's the gig? And he went, it's on board one of our luxury cruise ships. And I was like, well, no. Like, cruise ships are death for comics, man. Cruise ship comedians, they don't swear. They don't talk about sex. Do you know what I mean? And swearing, I'm a Geordie. It's how we breathe. Do you know what I mean? It's horrible. Watch. Fucking hell. Ooh, you bastard. It's like... it's the way we go. So I said, look, mate, I cannot do your cruise. You'll get so many complaints. It'll be horrible. It really will. And then he told me the fee. And I was like, I'll do your boat. Let's have a go. Let's get on the boat. He promised me a luxury cruise line. I got there. It was a fucking floating Aldi, right? The oldest people I've ever seen. The oldest... I've never felt so young or attractive or symmetrical in all my life. On the first day, 3 women died. I know, if you're on a cruise and you hear Code Alpha, cabin 674, someone's just died. Right? But the people on the cruise were so cheap that every time they heard a Code Alpha, they're all going, oh, I might get an upgrade. George, I might get an upgrade. A plot has become available on the Cemetery of the Seas. I said to one of the dancers, is that quite, regular? Do people die very often on board the cruise? She went, oh, yeah. And we've just come over from the Caribbean. It took us 12 days to get here. That many people died, we had to have an ice cream day. Now, an ice cream day is when the morgue is full, so they've got to start putting the bodies in the ice cream fridge, and they have to give out the ice cream to all the passengers. Isn't that amazing? There's a procedure in place. People are wandering around with massive ice creams. Oh, I do, Miss Brenda, but this is a Neapolitan. I don't know how to feel. Do you want chocolate sprinkles? It's what you would have wanted. They had a cruise director, right? He said, we'll come to the gig, and he said, before you go on, I thought I'd go out and do a little bit of warm-up for you. Is that all right? I'll warm the audience up. Does that sound like a good idea? Is that all right? I said, yeah. He went out. I've never seen anything like it. The oldest audience, there were 600 of them. The oldest audience. And this is how he opened. He went, good evening, boys and girls. I thought, that's an insult at this stage. And then he said this, he went, now, as you're all aware, this is his comedy warm-up. As you're all aware, we had 3 Code Alphas today, didn't we? And they all went, yeah! Right? I'm backstage going, this cannot get any worse, you cannot do that. Then he said, well, as is tradition on board the ship, we will light this candle in their memory. I was like, can you fucking put the brakes on this? He goes to light the candle, right? It's one of them big, thick candles that you get in church, but there's only that much of it left because the ship of death has taken its toll. I'm having a panic attack. So I'm backstage and I'm going, and I had a word with myself. Been a stand-up for a long time. I thought, I know how to deal with this. I'll just go out, I'll get no laughs at first, I'll just do quick jokes, build up the atmosphere, loads of energy, Jace. Energy, that's what it is. So he said, please welcome Jason Cook. I jumped, I threw the curtain open to reveal myself. The curtain sailed through the air, hit the candle, knocked the candle on the floor, and an old woman went, no! For 2 days, I was trapped on that ship. I was walking around with just all of them hating us. It was the worst thing. I got home, I got a flight home, back to the flat, and we were back in Manchester. I went upstairs, and I saw Ramsey, and I went, mate, that gig was the worst thing I've ever done. And he just went, who does the best practical jokes now, bitch? Right. Thanks so much for listening, man. Jason Cook, I'll catch you again. Good night.